So to begin this video, the E46, the transmission is out. If you haven't seen the last video, go ahead and check it out. It's just me kind of reinventing cuss words and getting this thing out. But we are just a couple bolts away from actually pulling this out. Of course, messing with the wire harness a little bit and moving stuff aside, but that motor mount needs to get undone, and there's one on the opposing side, and that's it. So we leave this up for now. Like I said, we're going to be pulling the engine out today, hopefully, but at least at a minimum we are going to put together the shop crane, and I do have the engine stand. This is the box for I need to do a little bolt check and tighten up and yada yada yada, but that is put together. So this is what this looks like, brand new out the box. The little boom is on top here, and this is very heavy, so I'm kind of going to just get everything out on the ground and then just start assembling. Alright, so here's everything laid out on the ground. Got my wheels, got everything needed for the frame and the base, the crane, the cylinder, everything here. The bolts, it already comes nice and packaged together, and I'm going to creep up this way, and what I've got here up top is a load leveler. So basically, if you're doing like transaxle front wheel drive or anything like that, where you need to pull the transmission from the bottom because you can't lift it out from the top, this I was able to use on a Volvo. And basically what you do is you take it, you level it out, and then you tilt it over, and then you can pull the transmission and separate it from the engine, and then level it back out, and then lift it out of the bay. So and then reverse, procedural putting it back in. But this definitely helps a lot. I won't probably need it. I'm going to use it for just extra caution here, but because I'm just straight six, I really won't need much of a level, I'm hoping, because usually it's pretty balanced, at least with smaller engines. So anyway, let me go ahead and start working on getting this stuff together. If you're not sure where this goes, that little hook right there is going to clip onto there. So start putting them together, and I'll put little blips in as I get closer to finishing. Alright, and this is what it's going to look like all said and done with the load leveler. It's swinging right now because I just whipped it out, but anyway, yeah, just use your stick and put it in the bottle jack, and just verify this thing raises and lowers as it should before you attach your engine. But I've got some things to do before I do that. I could do the method of pull the hood and raise it up out of here, but I don't think it's going to raise high enough. And on this, I'm going to do what I probably should have done, kept the transmission attached and just pull the engine and trans combo together. So I'm going to take off the bumper, this core support, headlights, move out whatever I need to, and just pull the engine straight out. So let me go ahead, set the cameras up, and go ahead and do that now. All right, that was actually relatively easy. So what I ended up doing for this procedure, if you want a little close up in depth, you need 3 bolts here, 13 millimeters. Okay, I'm sure that was probably on the edge of the thing. I'll throw that over there for now. And anyway, 13 millimeters, 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Okay, and you're gonna have 2 of these bolts up here, 2 of these up here. There's a quick disconnect for the hood latch. You do not have to unhitch it over here. You can keep all that together, and the quick disconnect is over here, so it pops in through here, and you can pull that out with the whole assembly. Obviously I have my condenser removed and all that crap is removed, so everything was able to now just come on out once I get this wire off right here, this ground wire, and then the motor mounts. So now it's time to make sure that I hook up my what is it, my hoisting point, and then the other one is back there on the transmission. Get some of these wires sorted and situated and out of the way, and I'm just going to pull this engine literally straight outwards, not going up. Keep the hood on. I don't have another person to help me anyway, so doing this was probably the easiest way. As far as the headlight, my passenger side headlight was broken, like tabs are broken and everything. But you're gonna have bolts up top, bolts up top. You have another bolt down here on the side. Then you have 2 bolts on the bottom, and I had to remove the bumper before I can get to it, but in these little holes there's gonna be 2 more bolts, all 8 millimeters, and you'll be able to pull those out. You can pull it out with the side marker light. The wiring, kind of just leaving dangling like that for both sides. So yeah, got a lot of wires, definitely from a lot of places, but this is probably the easiest way. I probably shouldn't have pulled the transmission like I did, but if I only needed to do the clutch, at least I know I can do it, what the procedure is, how to do it without pulling the whole engine out, because this is a lot more work. But as you can see, I mean, it's so dirty up in here. Like, I just want to clean everything here. I don't want no oil leaks, I don't want no coolant leaks, I don't want anything to be leaking. So anyway, let me go ahead and move some of this wiring stuff over and get the hoist set up, and then take the motor mount bolts out, take that ground wire off, and I really should be good to go to pull this thing out of it. Alright, the M54 is now out of the E46, and man, oh man, it's good to see it out. And just like I've been saying kind of this whole time on this whole process, I mean, it's dirty. The engine's dirty. You could wipe off some of the stuff here. Everything's dirty, and a couple things are muddy and stuff like that. That really wasn't my main concern, minus the front cover, but I was going to do the timing anyways. So next couple videos, it's going to be tear down and rebuild of the M54, and we're also going to have an engine bay cleaning, engine bay overhaul, maybe a little bit of wire tuck, yada yada yada. But I'm so glad that this is all out, but this is the procedure. Really, I probably could have just kept the transmission bolted up and did it like that. So when I put this back in the car, I'll probably put the transmission on and then put it all in at once. Probably be a lot easier than the way I did it, but you just need to do the clutch basically, and that's just telling you can do it without pulling the engine. So I did, you know, I do see a lot of stuff here, like a little stuff flaking, bunch of dirt, crap like that. I found that all over the car. It's all over here. It's in the lower control arms, things like that, all over the motor mount here. Like, that crap is everywhere. So with all that being said, Sorry, I'm kind of just looking at everything. With all that being said, all this is going to get cleaned. This undercarriage here, everything here is just going to get cleaned. It really needs it really bad, because I want to be able to see where the oil leaks are coming from, and you know, it'll help faster with diagging and repairing on the track, so that way I'm not spending all day trying to get around this and get around that and have all this stuff keep flying in my face and that stuff. Yes, the power steering pump is over here. It's kind of a little lazy. Didn't want to disconnect the line and put the fluid everywhere. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably do that, but I'll grab my little bucket and I'll collect all the fluid that I need. But as of right now, just getting the engine out and push this over a little bit and get this thing set up to go on the stand. So to put it on the stand, I'm going to need to use some of the bolts off of the transmission existing bolts. So let me go ahead and get this set up. But E46, the engine is out.